Wouldn't you love to see one of these NFL owners, when somebody disrespects our flag, to say, get that son of a bitch off the field right now, out, he's fired. He's fired!
Each of you enters service at a truly exciting time for our country. For we are witnessing the great reawakening of the American spirit and of American might. We have rediscovered our identity, regained our stride, and we're proud again. Prosperity is booming at home. Our economy is the strongest it's ever been. And our country has regained the respect that we used to have long ago abroad. Yes, they're respecting us again. Yes, America is back. We have begun the great rebuilding of the United States military. We have ended the disastrous defense sequester. No money for the military. Those days are over. And we've just secured, you've read all about it, a $700 billion, largest ever amount of money to support our great warfighters. And I might add that next year, the 700 billion, not billion, they're liking the sound of million, but billion's better. The $700 billion goes to $716 billion, and we are going to be stronger than ever before. We will have the strongest military that we've ever had, and it won't even be close. And when did we need it more than now? And this is our pledge. We are all in for America like never before. We are all in for our great country.
I know I've been away for quite a while, but I did need a break, and also I do work, so I was doing overtime. I spent some time with my family, and I just needed some downtime. And I'm going to be going over stories that have already been talked about, but I just wanted to give my 2 cents on it. This is indicative of everything that I have been talking about on my channel when it comes to politics, when it comes to this country, when it comes to us as a people. People are under the assumption that because we don't see the lynchings and hangings on the news and it is ruled suicide when it does get to the public, that things aren't the way it used to be. Things ended in 1865. The country is coming together in some big melting pot, and there's just all this love, but it's not. This is why Trump was actually placed in the White House, because he is the heart of this nation, and he doesn't sugarcoat anything, and he tells the truth about how he feels and how this nation is actually set up and what they want, and that they want to go back to a time where there was slavery, where they were in control of everything, when there was nothing higher than white Jesus, which represents white male authority in this country. And he was addressing the Naval Academy. And one thing I noticed he said is our country, which this is not their country. This is stolen land. Just because you steal something and you commit genocide on the people and you take it, that doesn't mean you have any type of ownership. Actually, you've put yourself in a bad position because you know you reap what you sow. So whatever you've done to people, that's what's going to happen to you. But this whole notion and speech about this being their land, and we know who we're talking about, they have no ownership of anything. To be quite honest, everything is owned and was created by the Most High. So how these people can claim to own something is beyond me. They can't even produce a deed or, any type of documentation or anything to show that they paid for and would own anything. And he talked about the awakening of the American spirit and America's might. And I do agree with this. I do believe for a while now we've been living in a candy land where we thought we were moving towards a post-racial world where all of these feelings of bigotry and racism and discrimination and prejudice was not so prevalent anymore, and we were going to hold hands and hug like in Martin Luther King's dream. But that's not true. The whole Make America Great Again, the uptick in people joining the KKK, people shooting and killing Black people, police officers, sloppily shooting and killing, not even trying to cover up their tracks, and the disrespect towards Black people, the increase in threats and saying they want to put us back in the fields, they want to kill us actually, and terrorize us again like they used to back then. And this is not coming from old people. This is coming from people who are in high school and junior high school. These are their great grandchildren who are repeating things that they said. They want to go to a lynching and they want to watch someone die. They want to see this again. They have a bloodlust for this. Hunting animals and killing animals is not satisfying that bloodlust. So they want to be able to come out of this skin that they've had on for a while, trying to pretend like they have some type of civility, and they want to go back to their original nature, which is terrorism, murder, and enjoying a family outing while you smell the stench of a burned or dead body of a Black person hanging in a tree while they have a picnic. That's what they want. That's the spirit of this nation. Genocide, death, and murder was what birthed this nation. So I agree with what he says there. And he's talked about rediscovering America's identity. Like I said before, how this country was birthed was through death, torture, and terrorism. And that is the identity of this country, no matter how they try to wipe it away. You have these slave owners on the money. You have pedophiles and slave owners carved into mountains. You fly a flag that is known for terrorism. You spew these bywords and this degeneracy, and you just kill indiscriminately and then you're not held accountable for what you do. So that is the identity of this country. He said that America is regaining its stride and it's proud again. The pride is off the chain. They really think that they're going to start turning this country and going back to the way it was. They said they are sick of the way things are going. This has nothing to do with liberal or conservative, Democrat or Republican. All of them are the same. They just have different ways in which they want to go about doing this. But since the Republicans are in charge, they are more blatant with it, where the liberals are more covert with it. And it's a little bit more insidious, but they are very proud of their legacy, their history in this country. They are proud of the genocide of the Native Americans. They're proud of the slavery, rape, murder of Black people, the killing of Black babies, having picnics under dead bodies, cutting off the skin of Black people, making leather products. They are proud of feeding babies to alligators. They are proud of all of it. Black people should take this as a warning. And he said that America is regaining its stride. That means that they are going to go in the direction to start terrorizing Black people even worse. And then he said something about the economy, and that is the strongest it's ever been. That's a lie. Things look calm. Things appear to be good. It appears that they can handle what's going on and it's not that bad. And I believe it appears that way just to expose the majority of these people, to expose this nation and what it stands for, and everybody who is down for this nation and pledges its allegiance. This is what they are all about. So it exposes that. It exposes these people. It makes them believe that they are going in the right track by doing these things. But actually what's happening is it's leading to their destruction, and they don't even see it. People never see the downfall coming. It really sneaks up on them. And I do believe what's going on now, because of their pride, because they are solidified in uniting and being who they've always been, that what's coming is going to come out of nowhere on them, and it's going to be more devastational than they have any idea. And this is specifically concerning the economy. He said that America is regaining respect, and that they are rebuilding the military, and they have over $700 billion for the military. And they are all in for America like never before. Nothing is going to break their allegiance to what this nation stands for. All of it. And I mean all of it. Since the first criminals was sent over here, all of it. They're okay with every horrible, horrific deed that was done that has brought them here. And they are standing on that. And to me, that just tells me that they are gearing up for a war. They are trying to sink as much money into weapons and military than ever before. But no matter how much money they sink in to the military, no matter how they are all in like never before, it's still not going to stop what is going to befall this nation. Everyone who is 100% behind this message that they are all in for America are going to suffer the consequences of not doing the right thing and continuing on and sinking their heels deep so they will not move on what they know they should do. So to me, this is the swan song of this nation. This is the fat lady singing. And as far as I'm concerned, this sounds like that everyone who voted for this man, everyone who stands with this man, everyone who is all in like never before have made their decision. So when you start seeing things happen, we have to understand this nation has made its decision. It will not repent for the sins that their fathers did, and they are backing their forefathers. So whatever befalls them, it's going to be horrific. But I'll go ahead and leave it right here. Leave a comment. Let me know what you think, and I will see you in the next one.